Mary had always cherished the quiet solitude of her grandmother's old house. Nestled at the edge of town, it was a quaint, cozy place with memories woven into every corner. Though it creaked and groaned like any aging house, its warm atmosphere always made Mary feel safe. The only remnant of a bygone era was the old rotary landline phone that sat on the small wooden table in the hallway. It was rarely used, but Mary kept it connected as a nostalgic tribute to her grandmother. One chilly autumn evening, as the wind howled outside and the branches of the old oak tree scraped against the windows, the silence inside the house was broken by a sudden, shrill ring. The landline. Startled, Mary glanced at the clock. It was nearly midnight. She hesitated for a moment, confused, as no one ever called her on that phone. Brushing off her initial hesitation, she walked over and picked it up. "Hello," she said. For a moment, there was nothing but eerie silence on the other end. Then she heard a strange, deep breathing. It sent a shiver down her spine. Finally, a man's voice came through, low and menacing. "I'm coming closer." Mary's heart skipped a beat. She froze, gripping the phone tightly as her mind raced. After a few more seconds of heavy breathing, the line went dead. She stood there for a moment, her pulse quickening, before shaking her head and hanging up the phone. "Probably just some idiot playing a prank," she muttered to herself. She locked all the doors and went to bed, trying to dismiss the encounter from her mind, though sleep came reluctantly that night. The next evening, around the same time, the phone rang again. This time, Mary was more alert. She picked up the phone cautiously. "Hello?" she asked, her voice a little firmer. Once again, there was the sound of heavy breathing, followed by the same voice, but this time, it was closer. "I'm almost there," the man said, his tone cold and deliberate. Her heart began to race. A wave of dread washed over her as she clutched the phone tighter, feeling her blood run cold. "Who is this? And what did he want?" She slammed the receiver down and hurriedly locked all the doors and windows. This wasn't just a prank. It felt too personal, too deliberate. Trying to calm herself, she decided to report the calls to the police the next morning. The officers listened to her concerns but were dismissive. "It's probably just someone messing around. If it continues, let us know. But for now, there's not much we can do," one of them told her. Frustrated, Mary went home, unable to shake the unsettling feeling that someone was watching her. On the third night, Mary tried to distract herself with a book, her mind constantly drifting back to the eerie phone calls. The house felt colder than usual, and the wind outside had picked up again, rattling the windows. She sat on the couch, her ears tuned to every creak and rustle, half expecting the phone to ring. And then just past midnight it did. The sharp ring pierced through the house, echoing in the silence. Her stomach churned as she walked toward the phone, her steps slow and hesitant.